Alright, welcome back guys. So in this part 2 of this video, we'll be designing the burner. So the burner itself is a complex unit. Look at this. It has this knob. This knob is created with a plastic, as you can see. It has this shaft. This shaft has a pinion gear on its head. There's a pinion here, and it has this wick carriage device. This wick carriage device has a linear gear also. So this is a rack and pinion. So it has a rack attached to it from this particular piece. We'll not be designing the wick, so we are just putting the way it was. It has this particular guide now, this attachment that holds this knob here. Then it has another attachment here in which the rack and pinion slide, a slot for the rack and pinion to slide. So we'll be starting with the design of this guy. This particular, the main burner itself, this unit. So we'll start with it. So let's begin. So I still assume that this will be my top frame. So go to Solidwork, new, then you will do. So I'm assuming that this will be my top plane. So I'm starting with this guy. So let me take this guy. So what I want to do now is to measure the distance between here to here. So I find it up to be 70, and I find the height to be come up 0. So I find the height to be 13.5. 13.5. All right. So go to Feature Manager, Sketch. So use circular tools. Actually, you can generate this with only revolve, or you can still also use extrude thing to get it. All right. So I measure it to be 70 shape. I'm doing my measurement again to be so sure. Okay, 70. Yeah. So we're doing 70. Then with that, I'll go to extrude. So this extrude thing now, there's only one thing you'll be adding to extrude thing. The height was finding out. I find the height to be 13.5. So thin feature 1 mm. Then outside extrusions. Then you use end cap to be thickness of 1 also. So alright, so it taps both ends, and we don't need the both ends to be covered, so we only need one end to be covered. Alright, so let's keep going. So from here you click on this face and say sketch on it. Using convert entity, you convert that place and you cover it up. Extrude thing, 1 mm extrusion. Take it in the next directions. Then you have this. So we have created this space now. Then the next thing to do is to, if I want to give this effect now, this small effect now, just turn upside down. Let's do that very fast. So click on here, say sketch, put here, say convert entity. So extrude, then extrude by 1 mm. You extrude thin feature, and then you make the 5. Let's see what 5 gives to us. 5 looks too big. Then use. So all these places were not a smooth edges, they were curved edges. So I'm doing all those fillets now right away. This is curved edges, this is curved edges, this is curved edges. So alright, so it looks like this guy fillet 1 mm. Let's look at what 1 mm looks like. Right, looks perfect. Then at this edge now, it seems that the fillet is much there, so something around 5 mm. Alright, this is 3 mm. Alright, so we are on the top of this surface now. The top of this surface. So I want to create this hole, and so from the center, the hole is at 34 mm, and the diameter for the hole is 10. So click on this surface, sketch on it, then using a construction line, you go horizontally this way, so the distance from here is, okay, it's showing 40. Wow. Sorry, let's measure this die back. I will make it 170. Sorry, it wasn't 70, that very first one, but I will edit it. Let me just finish this guy. 40, then the diameter is 10. So let's do extrude, thin feature 1 mm inside and 5 mm inside. Then the height of extrusions, this height of extrusions, let's find the way of measuring it. So this guy is 15 before me, okay, so this is to me 40. So the height of extrusion is 40. Then we put 40 here. With that, we are good to go. So let's go back to our previous sketch, that is 170, and drive it back. So I'm adjusting this guy to 170. So in SolidWorks, if you do such editing after you have done a lot of work, so you go to this symbol, you can see this shape, which means rebuild. So you click on rebuild. So something new. So let me put the next to this guy. It's a part of SolidWork called multi-bodies. So I don't know why that is coming up now, but what I will do is to combine those two bodies and make them one until it's combined. So add them together and make them one. So I'm not actually designing two bodies. Alright, so click on this surface now and create a sketch there and convert entities, your extrude cut. So that's a small cut. Something serious. So now we need to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 3, 5, 10. So we have 10 weeks here. So we'll do a circular pattern of this particular thing we did now. So we want to do a circular pattern in this thing in 10 places. Circular pattern. What are the features? The extrude and the cut that comes with it. So, and what's my circular head? That's my edge. I need 10. So put the 10 showing, so I'll mark it. Alright, so we have the whole 10 part now. So I need to design this place where they were sitting on, this particular point where I'm putting my hands on now. So this is 104 diameter is 104. So I need to create something of this nature. And the thickness from here to me seems to be 10 mm. 10 mm. So you zoom out here to the surface, the zoom surface of this guy. That's where you zoom to, and you say sketched. So normal to you. Then you use you measure this guy to be 110. Now let me check and confirm again. 104. Sorry, approximately 105. Then you put dimensions 105. Yeah. So you do extrude, and you do that by 10 mm. Okay, 7 mm. Alright. So you need to expose this head from here. So the only way to expose this head from here is to do an extrusions here. Extrude cut, sorry. You cut that particular place. And that's the reason why you see this groove cut now. That's what we want to do. This particular groove. Let's see. Alright. Easy. The easiest way to do that is to just say offset entity. So offset entity by 2. Alright, that's error. Let's say -2. So yeah, so the offset was in the next direction. I just put -2 there so that the software knows that is in the reverse direction I'm talking about. Then you do extrude cut with the same thing. Then you extrude cut to where? So you cut to up to a surface. Which surface? This surface. So that you can expose the head of those things. But it's not a full extrusion, it's a thin extrusions. That extrusions have to be about, so measuring this particular place now, the extrusion should be about 13 mm. 13 mm in the other directions. Alright, with that being done, let's see. Alright. So we are having this issue. Alright, let me fix this very fast. Go to that extrusions and make it in 2 directions. The other directions make it 2 mm. Then the problem is fixed. Oh wow, let's see what happened. This 2 was 2 dimensions. Alright. So if you have such results, the problem is that the cut instructions was getting done. 2 ways to do it. So let me use this first way to solve that problem that we're having. Instead of up to surface, I will take blind. Then I will take 7 mm. If you feel that the 7 mm will link me to right. So let's use 8 mm. Okay, just to simplify our, let's do a sectioning and let's see what's happening here. No problem, let's fix it. Sketch plane, offset from the sketch plane. Now direction 2, make it 10, then 3 more. Let's see what 3 is. Then take it to other directions. So okay, very simple. Go back to this place, make it sketch plane, make it 7. Alright, let's do this one. Just to solve that problem very fast, sketch, convert entity, convert entities, then do extrusions. Alright, from here, let's find a simpler way of doing this. Click on that surface and say, click on this surface and say sketch. And say sketch. Yeah, so I'll quickly select all those surfaces inside now. You hold down your control key, then you select all these surfaces just to make it faster. Then you do convert entities. Then with convert entities, you say extrude cut. With extrude cut now, you say true or. Yeah, so we're having this issue now. So let me go back to this cut. And adjust the cut to 17. Alright, so we have that now. So remains this effect, this fillet here. Then let's get all those fillets done very fast. So we are filleting this place. And this place. So what remains here? So we're filleting this edge now, this particular face now. So fillet, this time around we'll be using fillet 10. We're taking this place, this place, this. All right. So, what next in this one? I think for this particular part now, we are done with it. I'm done with this particular part now, so we can move on. So if you are done with that, so it's in black color, so let's put a color to it, because black might not be too visible on our screens here. So I'll find a suitable color, and I think this is okay. So mark it once you're done, and you say save. So here, let's open a new folder called burner unit. So because the unit is also an assembly, it's called burner frame. So alright, so we have designed the frame for the burner. So the next thing we want to do is this carriage mechanism, this carriage lever. The carriage lever has this base, then has this particular system here that takes it up. So what we are doing now is to design this. So I can see this as a circular image from the top lane. Alright, so Control New. So I'm on device feature manager, then a circle. So the radius is 51 plus 102. Diameter is 102. Then so I will do extrude. So that is like 2 mm or 3 mm, I guess maybe 3 mm. So there is a small cut inside, offset, reverse 1 mm, then cut, then you do the cut, offset from the surface, and the offset distance 1 mm also. So what's this? Alright, so offset is wrong, so minus 1. So very good. Yeah. So on the fillet here, alright, let's see. So we have that, and here some fillet ready. So we have that now. Okay, let's locate this sample. But in order to simplify my stress during assembly, so I'll go and open up the previous part. I just want to measure that exact location where I put the hole here. So that it will be much more easier for me. So that particular extrude thing, so put it at 40 from center. So 40 from center. So I'll come here, extrude click. 40. Then this guy will be 7. Make this guy horizontal. Then you have extrude 10. Then you extrude 10 so that you see if you lower this guy here, this is the future we are trying to create. This one here, what we are trying to create. Alright. So with that, I'll do extrude thin feature with 0.5 and levers. Extrusions will go up from about 40, that's the height of the extrusions, 40. Click on this surface, sketch on it. Offset, convert entities, then extrude cut. Then you do that. So what remains is to now do circular patterning it in 10 places around here. So circular pattern. Then what are the features? This and new pot around this place in 10 places. So we have that. Alright, now that has been done, the next thing that we need to think about is that there's a rack here that we need to take consideration into. So the rack was actually attached here. The rack was attached here. I want to make them as a whole body now, just to simplify this video. So the rack was attached here. So on this surface, click and say sketch using a center point rectangle. So make it 5 mm. In this case, maybe make it 8 mm. So I make the height also 40. So extrude that 40 mm. Alright, so now to create the groove, the gear system at which the whole thing will go through. So all you have to do, if you are to create this gear, I don't know how to show you this particular gear. If you are to create this particular gear that is here, there's a gear that is here. If you have to create it, what you have to do is to create only one. So create only one of those teeth. So click on this surface and say sketch. Okay, sketch is active. Using your line tool, create something that looks like a trapezium. Alright, so let's give it dimension. So each teeth has 3 mm. One, 2 mm. Then from here to here, the depth of the teeth will be 2 mm. Alright, to make it at, our job is to make this line and this line equal. So take a center line, construction line from here, locate this place also. Now they are the center, just make this line horizontal. Then the next dimension we need to add is from here to here. So you add this and add this. Let's just make it at 2.5. Then you do extrude cut. Alright, so So you have the first state shown. So all you have to do is to make it a linear pattern of it as it is goes down that way. So this is the edge. You are not concerned with the second edge. What you are concerned with is the new cut you just did. Then saying you want to put 4, you want to put 5 at. So you can make it up 4. So and that you created 7 rack systems, which depend on the code. So if you have done that and you are okay with it, you are done with the carried mechanisms, go to color, appearance, and put the color of your choice, which I felt that for this type of using is let's go with this particular color. This one. Let's use this. So we save it and it says carriage mechanism. Alright, so still on our burner assembly, we will now be designing the control knob, this plastic unit, the shaft, the control shaft, the support system, and the slot at which this guy moves. So what I will do is that I will be doing all these 4 parts now very fast. I'll quickly design them.